Earthquake on the East Coast. A tremor that hit central Virginia shook the White House, damaged buildings in Baltimore, and evacuated people as far away as New York. That earthquake sent shock waves that were felt even right here in Detroit. The District of Columbia's fire department says many people were hurt in the nation's capital, but so far no reports of anybody being killed.
The 5.9 quake hit at 1:51 this afternoon. It started 3 miles underground in Mineral, Virginia. ABC's John Hendren has more from Washington, D.C.
It was the biggest quake on record in the mid-Atlantic. In Washington, it rocked the marble pillars of the Capitol. It rattled the White House.
We were sitting in a meeting and the ground started shaking and then the building started shaking.
Across official Washington, federal workers flooded the streets as the Capitol Hill complex, the White House, and the Pentagon were evacuated.
Ceiling tiles were jumping in and out of the ceiling.
The magnitude 5.9 trembler radiated from an epicenter 88 miles southwest of Washington, but the radiating shutters convulsed the ground as far south as the Carolinas. They rumbled the ground in New York, shaking the federal courthouse.
I felt a little, unnerving when your floor's swaying and you're on the 21st floor.
As far north as Massachusetts, where President Obama was vacationing on Martha's Vineyard. At Reagan National Airport, flights were grounded.
We all kind of grabbed our things and said it's time to get out the building.
The initial damage appeared minimal, despite the biggest quake on record here in the mid-Atlantic.
The previous record was set last July, a magnitude 3.6, so this was historic for the East Coast, but nothing like the tremblers you see in Japan or the West Coast. To put it in perspective, one Californian said on Twitter, "The vibrate setting on my cell phone is stronger." John Hendren, ABC News, Washington.